and welcome to my channel. This is Hugo Correa. I hope you're doing well, and in this case, like in few other videos, we are showing what we're doing in this house that was purchased to fix and sell, otherwise, in other words, flip, right? So when you flip the houses, you want to make sure that you comply with the regulations. You want to make sure that you comply with the codes that are around, and not only that, but in your own house as well, because you may be seeing this video because you want to do something in your bathroom, and you want to fix your house, or you want to remodel and sell, right? So there are things that you need to be careful when you're doing this type of work. The first one is that if you're not living in the house, you want to make sure that you hire the people with the right licenses so you can actually do the work and be able to pass an inspection and be able to sell your property and all these things, because the problem is that when you don't do that, then they're going to ask you, well, how did you do that stuff? There is no proof over here that you tested the line. There is no proof over here that everything was done according with the law. There is no proof of nothing. And that's the most important issue that a lot of people have. A lot of people just come and try to do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, if they don't have proof that they're doing everything correctly, they're going to start ripping everything off and making sure that everything is done the right way, and you lose thousands of dollars. So, with that said, here are important things that you're doing in bathrooms when you're remodeling bathrooms that are completely messed up, like this was. The floorboards or the joists were completely damaged due to water, to leaks. And that happens when you don't have the plumbing done in the right way. So the first thing is that when you have toilets that are loose, water starts seeping through those gaps and they start damaging your structure. When you don't have a drain that is well installed, the water is going to go out and it's going to damage all your flooring. When you don't have the proper shower liner or shower base connected in the right way, it's going to start leaking and you're going to have a lot of problems, right? Also, there is a big important point that I want you to remember is that when you have water lines that are, reorganized because they were kind of damaged or whatever, you want to make sure that you or the plumber that you're hiring test all the lines before you cover all the walls. That's almost obvious, but sometimes because of the rush, they forget to do that stuff, and guess what? There is a little coupling that is dripping a little bit. And it's going to take you a couple of months to see the problem, but when you have that done, you already have your tiles, your boards, your paint, everything done, and you have a mess, because not only are you damaging that, but if the bathroom is in the second floor, you always compromise other areas of the house. The other important thing when you're doing this, especially in a shower that has concrete and all these things, is that you want to make sure that the water will not reside on one side of the shower area, because you have an inclination. In this case, we have a level floor because we have to repair the beams that were damaged by termites and rot and all the stuff, so they have to be reinforced and all the stuff, screwed down and all the stuff, double layer of plywood, so we have a strong base right now. But the thing is that you want to make sure, a lot of people say, well, I want to do my shower, but should I need to put a shower liner? A shower liner is a really thick coat of a PVC membrane that is, and there are other companies that provide kind of similar type of products. You want to make sure that you follow the recommendations. But the thing is that covers and it keeps the water like in a small little tub. The water is not going to go anywhere, so you don't want to cut that stuff in the wrong place, because you want to maintain the water inside that area, right? But the problem is that if you have a tilted base, well, the water under the tile, because the water is going to resume, is going to go somewhere, the water is going to stay in one place, and guess what happens? You start seeing stains on the floor, and you're like, what's going on with these mosaics on the floor? This tile and the shower is always dirty on one side, and that's because the water starts receding on the bottom. It doesn't have a place to go, so you want to make sure that you have something called a pre-slope. And the pre-inclination of the base towards the drain will ensure that whatever water kind of filtrates under your tiles on the floor, it goes inside. So that's something that you need to be careful. You want to make sure that when you do the stuff, you do it in the right way. I have more videos where I explain all these things. So I'm putting this piece of plastic over here just to kind of, when we put the cement down, it will not stain or damage the base, But the important thing is that you have a pre-slope, then your waterproofing membrane, like a shower liner, in this called a shower pane, shower liner, whatever you want to call it. Companies build different things. And then you want to add the base, the slab that you're going to do there. The mixture is 1 part of cement and 4 parts of sand. but they sell this already premixed, so you just put it like that. So that's when it's done over there. But again, the most important recommendations over here that when you're doing this type of work, if you're not sure, go ahead and consult with somebody that is an expert. You know, sometimes they're extremely expensive because they know what they're doing. But also you can learn how to do all these things. You want to make sure that you just kind of follow the recommendations. So remember, now, the insulation that you see here, although this bathroom, it's a master bedroom bathroom, is kind of in the middle of like living room, office, hallway, you want to make sure that you avoid a lot of noise, because if you're able to hear what they're whispering outside the bathroom, they're going to hear what you're doing sitting down in your toilet. It's kind of nasty, but it's true, right? So you want to make sure that you put insulation on the walls. Obviously, if you have exterior walls, you need to put insulation, but it's good to put insulation around the bathroom so you have the sound inside there, right? You have the peace of mind, right? So that's important, you know. In this case, in this house, we're doing the entire electricity, so a licensed electrician has to be hired to be able to do stuff like that. Sometimes when you're going to repair something that is already there, well, I mean, you just need to repair, but when you're changing meters, electrical panels, and all those things, you need to hire somebody that is qualified for that, right? So with those suggestions I leave you, right? It's really important. If you have any question, I try to answer as many, and remember that we all learn. So it's not like, oh, I'm never going to learn, because I always keep learning. There is always a space in your brain to get better at things, right? Sometimes if we have bad teachers, well, we're going to do bad things. And that's what happens sometimes, that we have, you know, bad mentors, and then we have to learn. It's like, okay, we need to correct these things, you know. So not everybody's going to do everything perfect at once, but if you have that spirit of doing the best that you can, then you will guarantee that things that you do will last for a long time. So with that, I want to leave you. I want to thank you for following my channel. If you follow my channel, I'm going to do some kind of cool little videos soon, because these topics are really important, but there are other topics like decorations, organizers, and things like that will help as well. So I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hit the little notification bell over there, so every time that I put a video, you will see what I'm doing. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.